Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends. They hope to teach a lesson in this one. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, if you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. He finds his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Syracuse. Then they strike first.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards. You don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the line.
Got out of trouble and throws. Complete out of the backfield.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They're able to make the tackle, and now so forth.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Working the middle, it's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on 30 short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off a defender. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. They're testing the right side here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Got room at the 35. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Cavaliers have this offense rolling.
Time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it again. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet, maybe find something a little bit different, give this offense something to think about.
They go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This time on target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got it down the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw's got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. They're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie by the door, baby.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Syracuse 17, Virginia 14.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
Has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man by himself. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. Things being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head. He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anymore.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away in the opening play of the third quarter.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass is caught at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
Number 81.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Kent State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, bring them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Handoff from the gun. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. The Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here on this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes his connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
He had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest. And you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Syracuse right back at it. Leaves it with the running back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
The 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully.
Touchdown, Syracuse! What a catch and run for 6. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep and press the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Find space on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the Cavaliers heading quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you want an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a playground. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here comes the offense on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the catch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now we can put a few first downs together. We're looking really good.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and get some pretty good pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Complete. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Syracuse right back at it. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw on third and short. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Looking to pass on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
He's got his man. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this late in the game, it's go time. I gotta have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they get him down. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cuse. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Syracuse.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UTEP packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed Miners Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in El Paso. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. You've still got some football left here.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Syracuse right back at it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Virginia! And they score first here in overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It leads to second down.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He'll throw on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Fourth and goal, and this is the ball game. He'll set up to throw. Snags it. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game is decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.